Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here today with a familiar face, Paul Barry, who's the CEO of Avanti Destinations. And many of you know Avanti, I'm sure. We've been writing about Avanti for a while. It's one of the premier FIT operators in the business. And we're here because they are making a fairly major announcement about some changes they're making to and developing to a new product. It is an FIT product, but we're going to talk about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Paul, how are you? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, James. Thank you for inviting me on. It's good to be here.
Yeah, so we've talked in the past about your company and what it offers. It really is the premier FIT package operator out there. Now, you've been known as that FIT package operator for years to Europe, of course, and you've added on Latin America, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South Pacific. I must be missing something there. Um, uh, how have you been selling? What has been your primary focus with those packaging so far?
Well, Avanti's been known for doing custom FIT packages for 43 years. Yesterday, we actually had our 43rd anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And in that time, it's always been custom FIT, starting from the very nuts and bolts of doing a customized, unique vacation experience. And over the years, as customers have developed in their interests and their inquiries, it's come to us that putting together a custom FIT vacation can sometimes be very time consuming.
Mhm.
And starting on the evolution of putting a trip together for their customers, agents sometimes start at the custom FIT front, whereas maybe that's not the best place to start. It's to create the inspiration for a trip and also to pre-qualify maybe a newer customer to them to make sure that the type of trip and package they're putting together for the individuals the right thing for them. And so this has come from our advisor feedback that in some cases putting that custom FIT is too early in that decision making process.
Right.
And also these newer non-Europe destinations. Europe's a really well-known destination for most Americans, but some of these newer areas there's less known about it.
Mhm.
So getting the inspiration out there and pre-qualifying the customer fits certainly in with putting these preset priced packages together. And I've been on the road quite a bit recently, meeting advisors, and it's just reinforced my belief that sometimes it's best to pre-qualify the customer, create the right type of inspiration. They may end up buying the fixed price package, but it certainly showcases and highlights what is available through Avanti. Many cases, they will still end up with a custom FIT package, but it allows the conversation to progress a lot faster.
Yeah, so now you've just literally right now you've just introduced what you're calling a sort of a selling a fixed price FIT vacations, at least to Asia, Latin America, and South Pacific so far. How is this going to work, and what is the difference from what you have already been doing?
Um, well, the fixed price is what we did as we worked with our overseas partners and our product managers within Avanti on curating some of the best vacation experiences to visit those countries.
Right.
And so the recommended length, there's different types and styles. Some of them can be combined with multiple countries in some cases, and others not. But the pricing is fixed at a minimum per month of travel, and in many cases for a lot longer period than that. So it allows that discussion to be had is what time of the year do you want to go, etc. And so right off the bat, you start, is this the type of trip for a customer that you're looking for? A fully custom FIT style vacation. And it's being sold both on our websites that we now have micro websites for our different regions around the world, and it can be booked online through the call center or through the direct one-to-one relationships that hundreds of our Avanti travel agent advisors have.
No, that's great. And so now they can go in, and I believe it's on a seasonal basis, right?
It is. I mean, in some cases, the seasonal dates comprise multiple months, and there may be only two or three rate bands throughout a whole calendar year. In other cases, the pricing does vary month to month according to that destinational seasonality.
Now, what are some of the advantages of buying this kind of fixed price vacation for advisors and for their clients in terms of cost savings, product, and accessibility?
Sure. So what we've done is we negotiated special pricing for a lot of the inclusions on the packages, and we've also guaranteed the price over a 2-year period. So the programs are guaranteed in price right now for 2025 and 26.
Oh, wow.
And that's through obviously purchasing of currency and pricing arrangements. So in the advantage of them is they are better priced than doing a custom FIT vacation.
Okay.
And also they provide a that guarantee that isn't quite available to a custom FIT, which is a lot more dynamically priced, where pricing does change depending on the which day that you book and what day that you're going. So it just provides the level of certainty, and they're just well curated experiences.
Now, you've started with only several regions. You started with Asia, Latin America, and South Pacific. Why those three?
Those are the newer regions, and what we've found again with discussions with advisors, those are the areas of the world that I think there's going to be a lot of growth in tourism over the next few years.
Right.
I still think the knowledge base that exists amongst the American consumer is not as great in those areas. So providing the inspiration by doing these fixed price packages was kind of essential to that conversation. Whereas a lot more of Europe is known. It's more there in modern, what I call modern pop culture, which is how a lot of tourism destinations and what to see gets picked today.
Now, you got those three regions, but you're not going to stop there, right? You're going to be adding on your other destinations as well for this fixed price initiative, right?
Yes, that is going to happen in future years. It's not going to happen for 2025, but we're looking at introducing it across our whole product line in 2026.
No, that's great, and I know they're looking forward to that. Now, do you think more travel advisors and, of course, their clients will opt for this fixed price packages, or do you think you'll still get significant business from your customized packages?
Oh, I still believe that the customized FITs will be the vast majority of what we currently still sell. This is just adding on to our product line and getting people towards that journey of their independent vacation. Because these are still independent vacations. They are
Right.
not group tours by any shape or format, or even small shared group tours. They are truly independent vacations.
And your this is including hotel and transport and not air, but transport and then a lot of different activities as well, right?
Yes, there is. Now, you did say not airfare. That's not quite correct. In
Okay.
within the countries or the regions that they're traveling to, domestic airfare within those countries is included. It's just not whether it's the Trans-Pacific or
Right.
airfare or going down to the Southern Hemisphere to Central or South America. That's not included.
And
But the
of course,
domestic
with
ones.
Asia and South Pacific, you got to go around the region too and have some flexibility to travel within the region.
Well, absolutely. When you're looking at a continent the size of, well, Australia's probably not technically, it's Oceania as the continent, I believe, but
Right.
Australia is the geographic size of the US or the continental US. So, yes, to get around it, you absolutely have to fly between the different areas.
So kind of what you're doing is kind of revolutionary, really, for FIT packages today, right? You're offering a fixed price and then of course people can go back and do more customized stuff, but it is a very different kind of pricing structure.
It is. It's an evolution, I think, of the program. And again, this has been advisor driven about solving the problems. Advisors are very limited on the time that they have today, and providing tools that can help them get their customers to make the right decision for them in a relatively time efficient manner,
Right.
and providing access then to our travel consultants when they want to do the custom FIT, just allows this, I think, is a great tool for the travel advisor to be able to use in the trip planning journey.
Now, you've been sort of famous for really educating travel advisors about different regions of the world, different countries. You've gone ahead and formed partnerships with tourism offices around the world to really
Yes.
help travel advisors learn more about what they can sell there.
Uh, yes, we have. We've done a lot of marketing that's in regards to that to multiple different regions and areas and if, in emerging areas around the world. And one part that we're moving on to that is we're bringing in what we call agent advisor reference guides, also known as brochures.
There you
But they're
go.
not brochures. They're not brochures in the traditional sense. And the first one we're going to do is for the region Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji, which we've termed the South Pacific. And I use the word agent advisor reference guides. Because it's not the traditional brochure catalog that's to be mailed out to the consumer, in large numbers. If
Right.
you remember, I remember the old days of okay, agents. Oh, we'll have 25 of those or 50 of those. This is not what these guides are to be used for. They're part education, part inspiration, and then the last part is the third part is the FIT traditional catalogue of hotels and experiences that we offer. So the first section of the brochure will be education about the destination, the area, what to see, how you get around, seasonality, warmth, etc. The middle part will be about our fixed price packages to provide inspiration on what it looks like, and then the last part is for the people who want to, which will still be the bulk of people, who still want to do the custom FIT.
Right.
So that's why they're an agent reference guide more than a I'm shipping this off to my customer and let them come in and say I want package 14.5 or whatever it.
Yeah, well, that's it. And in fact, all of your stuff is digital, which is I think is great. You don't really have to. When we talk brochures nowadays, has to be in the digital format. So that's
It does, but okay, there's something I really push back on. There's a lot of things that have changed over the last few years and highlighted and exacerbated by the pandemic. But I don't like reading stuff online as much.
there you
When
go.
I Newspapers are still around. I like my magazines. And this
Okay.
is what the advisor said to us. We love our old-fashioned brochures. And I said, well, how do you use them? They use them as an advisor reference guide, right? Because it's something tangible, physical, and the way you accept information is actually, in many cases, better done by having something physical and tangible to touch.
Okay.
And we have it's been asked out on the field with our team of 8 full-time people out on the road have said, do you know how many times a day we get asked, when are you bringing brochures back? So we're bringing them back.
There you go.
Advisor,
So you're bringing and that and well on the going back to the fixed price though, you are doing dedicated websites for Asia, Latin America, and South Pacific with all that
yes.
information on it, right?
That is correct. Yes, those were launched earlier in on October the 1st, and yes, they are going to actually also have the electronic brochure as well as the physical one for the South Pacific, but they're for the other regions that they have for Asia and Central South America. Yes, they're going to have a lot of information about the fixed price packaging, and you'll be able to book directly on the sites if you so wish. But we're still expecting most people, and we want agents to call us.
Yeah, yeah. You have specialists ready and waiting for people to talk about both these fixed price and also your customized, right?
Absolutely right, yes. And unlike some other companies, I'm not a fan of remote work. I don't like it personally, and we have a office here with 100 people who come in and out of it on a very, very frequent basis. And I just find the collaboration and energy and knowledge sharing that happens within this office to be essential to what we at Avanti do. This works for our company. I know other companies are great working a lot remote. We do hybrid work, but we do a lot of collaborative work, and that really is best done in person. The sharing of information that happens within our office is tremendous, and it's also very uplifting to be around.
And so you have all your experts there in the office and talking to each other and developing new products like this one, like the fixed price thing. So that's obviously something that benefits you and travel advisors. So and speaking of that, is there anything else you want to tell travel advisors about the new fixed price packages or anything else for that matter?
I think in the press release we cover a lot of the information about it, but what we're looking at for 2025, there's been a lot of talk, and I've been to Europe several times this year. There's a lot of talk about over tourism, and it exists. And
Mhm.
there's a pushback against the over tourism in many of these hot destinations where tourism has simply overwhelmed cities.
Yeah.
Barcelona is one. I was in Sorrento this summer, overwhelmed Sorrento during the day. Obviously, the Greek islands, Amsterdam, etc., some of the mountain resorts in Switzerland. And when I say if you're looking for a slightly more relaxed, unoverwhelmed destination, some of our new areas, especially the Australia, New Zealand, are definitely destinations I would highly recommend for those. And we're already noticing our trend going into 2025. Our bookings for the Asia region have doubled over what they did at the same stage last year. Central South America is definitely back up. So these are destinations I think on the travel advisors should get on their radar a lot more. That if
Right.
people are concerned about, can I give Europe a break this year, or it's not, you know, different one of my bucket lists. Maybe I'll move this one up the list for this year. There's certainly some great opportunities in these newer destinations for them.
No, and you're giving the option to get to them. That's the great part of this. Now, where can travel advisors go to learn more about this new program, this new fixed price FIT program?
Okay, it's on our website at avantidestinations.com. All you need to do is either put at like asia.avantidestinations.com or South Pacific .avantidestinations.com.
Fantastic. And we're going to have those below in the descriptor. And I believe we're going to have the full release that really describes it more in depth in this issue as well, so they can look there. So good luck with this. It sounds like a great new program, and especially to get to destinations that may not be as familiar to many travel advisors or their clients. And I love the fact that you're trying to get more people to explore the world well beyond Europe. Although we all love Europe, there's no question about it. It says even you're traveling in Europe, so you can't get away from it. But boy, I really want to do some more exploring. Again, Paul, I want to thank you for taking the time. It's great to see you, and we look best of luck with this new product and what you're doing with it.
All right, appreciate it. Good to hear from you, James.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.